That kept them out of the preseason, but here we go. Browns will have it first as Cairo Santos kicks it midway deep in the end zone, and Hilliard's going to bring it out. Contact finally at about the 25, down at the 27, 32-yard. Hilliard is the running back, not Chubb. And they're going to give it to Hilliard, the second-year running back, plowing ahead, and he's in for the touchdown. The Browns drive it right down the field on the opening possession.
Just follow. Njoku coming around. Simple power play. And Hilliard just pushes it through. And I'm telling you, did they just control the line of scrimmage on that drive? I mean, that was really impressive to start this. Have been perfect and set this franchise up moving forward.
Here's the kickoff by Santos. Hilliard, who scored the touchdown, is going to run it out again from 5 yards deep. And it's another good run back to about the 25, a 30-yard return, but looking left, goes right, and the pass at the feet. Into a little breeze. Santos punt travels to about the 9. Hilliard catching it on the run and out to about the 28-yard. Had a little pressure, but he nailed it to the 10. No fair catch here. Hilliard able to take it from the third. Njoku was in the tent, blue tent. He's back out on the field now, so he's been cleared. And here's the pass to Hilliard, and he has a first down all the way out to the 35.
Yeah, he chose to go there, and all championships follow.
Williams kick, fielded up at the 48-yard line, and not fair caught. And Matson will get taken down as he crosses the 50-yard line.
Quick pass again. This one's complete. First down and much more to Hilliard. This is just a simple bunch formation, and Hilliard is lined up on the inside of the bunch. Two vertical by the middle receiver and outside receiver. Hilliard just running to the flat. As you see him, he just gets his head around. That's an easy read for Baker Mayfield. Get the ball in opponent's only 60 yards. Quick pass to the far side. And that's Dontrell Hilliard, and Hilliard across the 30, but will not make it to first down. You can utilize the field. You don't have to take an end zone shot. That one batted at the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete. It'll be second and... Mayfield under pressure, got rid of it on the screen. Hilliard inside the 40. Penalty marker flies as he's brought down at about the 30. So on 1st and 20, the give is to Hilliard. Hilliard, right side, squeezes inside the 40. Mayfield rolling, throwing, incomplete. Tony J. And on the run from a yard deep in his own end zone. Across the 20 and close to the 20. The Browns at the 39-yard line with the ball. And the Ravens unable to stop the clock. And this is Dontrell Hilliard. On 2nd and 5, this is Hilliard again. And we have a marker down on the far side. Under 4 minutes to play. And Hilliard bulls his way to the 10.
You look at what they did. There was so much excitement built up and expectation, and
Hilliard to the 1.
Losing because as we've said, they've got a couple division games here in the next 2 weeks.
Hilliard left side, end zone, and touchdown. Dontrell Hilliard with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season.
$14-0, just like that. Hilliard on the return. As Hilliard tries to stiff arm his way out past 20.
One heck of a job.
There's Hilliard on the return for Cleveland. So they're going to have a flag come in. For many years, had a long run with the Cardinals, and now year one as a head coach. Hilliard's going to take this out. And he does so out to about the 23. Remember,
Myers on Fox is happening. Seahawks and Browns. Dontrell Hilliard from the 3. Hilliard straight up the middle. Stumbles across the 40. Hilliard is going. All the way inside the 30 of the Seahawks. What an opening return.
Watch this go straight up the middle. A great job by the blockers up front. You've got cross blocks right there. Everything parts. And if Dontrell Hilliard doesn't stumble a little bit right there, this one is to the house.
Jason Myers, the kicker, kind of got in his way, redirected him, but it was more about the stumble. A return of 74 yards, spotted all the way down to the 23 of Seattle. Spy, but we're going to make sure he doesn't scramble. Well, he did on that one. For 6, Dontrell Hilliard just had the 74-yard return, has room again, and brought down across the 31. Another strong. Hilliard checks it at running back. Mayfield. Hilliard. It's out of bounds. 7 seconds on the clock. It's a 4th down try. Mayfield has got the first down to the 20-yard line. Is Dontrell. Intercepted off the hands of Hilliard.
3-7. Bailey is the kickoff artist, and it's going to come down to Hilliard at the goal line. And he
makes outside, and he moved.
There's Bailey with Hilliard backtracking, 30-yard line. Pauses for a moment, takes off. Near midfield, he's brought down.
Fighting much.
There's on 2 hops into the arms of Hilliard. Bolden's on him. And Bolden brings him down out at the 32.
Kidding. Like, we're moving the ball. We're doing good things.
2nd and 25. Hilliard. And that tackle by Wise. How about that first
turn around?
And this punt travels to the 45, and it's fumbled. It's fumbled. The Browns up big on Carolina. All that coming up for Eisen halftime at 4.
There's a chance New England uses the timeout here. If not,
snap it with 1. Hilliard. What a nice tackle. That one red zone snap that entire game, Tony.
I know.
That thriller, the Sony Michel 2-yard run for a touchdown. Only time inside the 20. Here's Bolden running it out from a yard deep, and that is covered up quickly at about the 16. So you saw the 6.
They couldn't stop Green Bay, but I don't think anybody could have last week. But they've been sneaky good.
2nd and 17. Hilliard trying to follow his blockers. He gets it up to about the 40.
Way for them to lose. You know, it's like, is it today? Is it because Chubb can run right at you and minimize what your strength is, obviously, in the secondary, and you can cover?
Hand off the
Hilliard back near the 45. 42-yard line, hang time of over 5 seconds. Here's Hilliard. Oh, he breaks a tackle on the play and takes it to the 45 with a 3rd and 3. Hilliard. Boy, he was hit right off the bat. Nailed on the play by 2. One of the easiest schedules in the NFL. They could really make up some ground. Draw play, 1st and 10. Hilliard, and they bring him down about the 42. Browns have 2 timeouts and a 1st and 10, and here goes Mayfield outside Hilliard. Forced out of bounds by Reed in the first half and 3 field goals. It's Chubb on 1st and 10, blocked by Carlson, the tight end. With the secondary, 3rd and 3. Mayfield, Hilliard, blocked by Teller, to the 5.
And that's why you run it, because you're going to go for it on 4th down part of the field.
Hilliard in. Gets the call. 1st and 10. Hit right there on that line. McCray tried to block at that left side. Here comes Hilliard. Batonio with the block. Look at the dazzling run by Hilliard after the catch to the 19. And he's back there to retrieve the punt. Colby Watman. Very little breeze. Caught back at the 7. Out to the 11.
Borges with a good punt this time. Driving Hilliard all the way back, and he dropped it. Saran Neal is down there, and Hilliard able to corral it. Start of the 2nd quarter. 4th and 2. Browns punting. Jamie Gillen kicking to Andre Roberts from his own 11. Roberts. And Roberts with a nice job to give Buffalo. Roberts back deep for Buffalo. He's going to take this a yard out of his own end zone. Roberts. He gets to the 26-yard line.
Can generate some touchdowns in the 2nd half.
Buffalo will get the football to start the 2nd half. Roberts will take this one out of his own end zone. Runs into his own man, keeps going, and now spun down at the 21 as we
should end up with decent field position. Barry hits a good one from the 25. Hilliard to the 35. Barry booms it. Hilliard hauls it in inside the 20. Dangerous catch. Strong catch.
It's a high kick. Bounces and grabs it. And that's Dontrell Hilliard grabbing it.
To grow now where, hey, we got great players here. Let's just go out, play this game, and we'll put the ball where it needs to be.
Jakeem Grant on the return with a big hole, and he runs right into a crowd across the 25-yard. Standing inside the 20, it's Hilliard. And fighting to get a few yards.
Browns have racked up 147 yards of offense. They've held Pittsburgh to 9 yards. White returning from the goal line. And Duck Hodges has thrown it just 6 times. He's connected on half of his passes. Hilliard, returnable, spilled out hard. Return man is Hilliard. High kick, Hilliard. Made an adjustment, and Hilliard will get stacked up at the 20.
His hand in that game. He's talked publicly about both the hand and a rib injury, but he says he's good to go. And here is Dontrell Hilliard out across the 20. And the big difference right now is the Bengals had it for nearly 10 minutes and only 3.5 minutes for Cleveland. They score on the pick 6. Hasn't been much of an opportunity yet for the offense as they get set to head back out. Probably the best punter they've had in Bengals history. A wobbler end over end, and this really could set up the Browns. Hilliard off the bounce, and they will have it in Bengals territory. 4th and 3, Huber struggled with the wind a bit on his last punt. Hilliard will let that one bounce, and then will grab it. Dangerous play, and he'll bring it. Darius Phillips at his own 45, awaiting this boot. It's a good one from Jamie Gillen. And down he goes, back inside the 40. There is a flag down.
And it was an unbelievable year, one of the greatest years in college football history.
Hilliard, who's back deep to receive, he'll have some room to run. Coverage was there initially, and he gets up across the 20 to the 20.
Which is play action off the runs.
Hilliard can return this one. He takes it at the 3. And he is tripped up outside the post. Some of these kickoffs have been short.
Johnson will get a chance to return it. He's up toward the 20-yard line, lowers his shoulder.
All right, let's look at. Yeah, but he hit a 60-yard 4-2 hang time last week that got returned for a touchdown.
This one's got some hang time on it. Hilliard back to receive at the 15. Assessing. Broke a few tackles up to the.
Help everybody understand exactly what's going on.
Hilliard is going to run up and take this kickoff at the 8. And he is stopped.
Been an excellent kicker, over 90% on the year.
Hilliard back deep to receive from the goal line. Hilliard, the flag comes in.
Hunter for so many years, and he drills one with a spiral all the way back to the 10. Hilliard able to stay upright long enough to get to the
2-minute mode with about 1:30 left.
Mayfield still has it. Look at this hit. Woo! That was Peters.